Hey everybody, so today I have an interesting deck for you all. This is a Logan deck. So Logan is it's a hero that uses an ability that costs 4 shadow energy that kills any ally that it deals combat damage to during that turn. It also gives the weapon +1 attack. And it's generally considered one of the um, worser worst heroes, one of the worst heroes in Shadow Era, because it's often very slow to get started, um, and it has a very expensive hero ability. Um, so it's often just not efficient and not very strong. So this deck tries to get around the fact that it's kind of slow and not very good at dealing with a swarm of allies by using a couple of cards. Firstly, Boomerang. So Boomerang is a card that lets you attack uh, using an ability. So what's nice about that is it doesn't exhaust the hero, which basically means you can attack multiple times, and so you can actually kill a bunch of allies at once with Boomerang. So that works very well with Logan. And some other cards to control the early to late game. I'm using this card called Yari Plunderer. This card lets you take any weapon from the graveyard and summon it on 1 durability and +1 attack. Now this ability goes very well with this weapon I'm using, Shard of Ithrund. Now Shard of Ithrund is a card that lets you spend 1 shadow energy to gain a durability. So basically, if you summon it with Plunderer, it comes on with 1 durability, but then you can just, resummon it. So here I go ahead and I take out his ally there, and yeah, that's pretty crucial, and shows how powerful Logan's ability can be in the right circumstances. So your opponent can summon a fatty, and it doesn't matter as long as it can deal combat damage. You're good. Now this is a little unfortunate. My opponent has a card called Mass Purification. So this card removes all attachments from the field, and it's very bad for warriors, which use a card called Blood Frenzy. So that's the attachment I put on my hero. It costs 3 and lets you draw an extra card every turn at the cost of 1 health. Now another card I use to control the early game is called Startle Shell Vest, and it works very well with Blood Frenzy. So what it does is when your hero has been dealt damage on that turn, it deals 3 damage to an ally. And of course, because of the fact that Blood Frenzy pings you for 1, you can deal 3 damage per turn with Startle Shell Vest. Over there, I decide to go ahead and kill the Devoted Knight with my hero just to get a Shadow Energy, because in this matchup particularly, Logan's Shadow Energy is very useful, because Xana runs a lot of fatty allies, and the best way to get rid of fatty allies is to kill them with Logan's ability. So I'm trying to get some board presence. My opponent only has 11 health left, and it's looking like if I can just quickly close out the game, because I'm kind of low on health too, I can hopefully win this one. So I'm trying to play around title a little bit, not overly commit to the board. Hopefully do enough damage with my weapons each turn to close out this game. So in this situation, it's too hard for me to kill Visca, because what it does is it reduces battle damage from weapons to 1. So that really, even though that's not a super strong ally, the only way for me to kill it really is to use Logan's hero power, which is fine because I have Pithing Spear. So I didn't talk about this card, but what it does is when it kills, when your hero kills an ally with Pithing Spear, you basically get a Shadow Energy. So it's a very useful card to combo with. Now, yes, so about here is kind of the whole reason why I put this video together. So Boomerang is a card that lets you attack um, without really attacking. So as you can see, I'm using the ability to attack, which means I'm able to attack 2, 3, 4 times a turn just by spamming Boomerang. And so that kind of loops very well. The other thing about Boomerang is it goes back to the bottom of the deck, like a Boomerang, I guess. So it's one of those cards where you'll never run out of Boomerang. And so this combos extremely well with Warcry, which you're about to see. Okay, not on this turn, because on this turn I just have to kill that knight with my Pithing Spear. But yeah, I don't want to play Boomerang over the Pithing Spear because that would destroy the Pithing Spear. But on this very next turn, what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon Boomerang, use the ability, which is going to put it on the bottom of the deck. And now the second part of this combo is going to be Warcry. Warcry lets you draw a card whenever you deal combat damage. So what happens is Boomerang gets put on the bottom of the deck. Then I summon another Boomerang, use it to deal damage. It goes to the bottom of the deck, and I draw a card from Warcry, which lets me summon, draw into the Boomerang, summon it again. And so this is actually almost an infinite loop. So it's technically not infinite because of the fact that eventually you're going to run out of resources. But I do run this card called Smith's Shop, which reduces the cost of weapons by 1. So that lets this combo be a little bit more infinite. And even though I don't have to do this here, I kind of, just for fun, I'm going to take out this Keon entirely with Boomerangs. So, so yeah, this is a very powerful combo because actually, at this point of the game, there's really nothing my opponent can do about me setting up this combo, which means that no matter what ally my opponent plays, I can just kill it with this Boomerang combo. And I could even be using the hero power here. My opponent could have 10 allies on the field, and I'd be able to wipe out all of them because I'm able to use Boomerang multiple times to attack many times per turn. Hope you enjoyed this video.